Hello, everyone. Hello, all my wandering souls. I hope you guys are doing well. So, happy October, happy Halloween. We have officially entered the month of October, which is the Halloween season, and it's one of my most favorite season after Christmas. So, I'm so excited because I have prepared quite a few witchy, dark, spooky topics for this month. I hope that I will be able to roll all of them out. So yeah, I decided to do a live pick a card reading today because I found out that when I do a live pick a card reading, I tend to ramble less and go, straight into the heart of the message. And so my pick a card will not last like, 2 hours, 3 hours long. So I decide to, to start doing live pick a card reading again. And when I'm doing live pick a card, I also care less about perfection. So actually, it makes me feel more flowing with my messages. Anyway, yeah, so I forgot to disable the chat. So if you guys wonder if this is free live reading, no, it's not. It's live pick a card reading. So yeah, maybe one day I will do another free tarot reading live. But I don't know. I don't have the energy for that now, and I also have some and one collaboration pick a card coming. So it's going to be this weekend, and I will collab with Black Dragon Tarot and Damsel Flies. And we are going to do a witchy way pick a card collaboration. So we are going to talk about your witchy or magical abilities, qualities, traits, what makes you magical, what makes you witchy, what kind of witch are you, things like that. So it's going to be very, very exciting. And Black Dragon Tarot and Damsel Flies are really very, very fun readers to collab with. So please look forward to that. We are going to publish our collaboration live this Saturday, October 5th on 10:30 a.m. EST. So I guess I spoiled that collaboration before the official announcement, but it's okay. So yeah, look forward to that collaboration. So anyway, this is going to be the first of my list, my to-do list of Halloween pick a card reading for this month, and we are going to invite your shadow self for a tea time. So we are going to date your shadow self today. And before I start the reading, I just want to say that to me, shadow self is just this part of us that feels unwanted and unloved, or we feel like we should hide that part of us because of pressure, external pressure from other people who don't like that side of us, and we hide it, we suppress it, we condemn it, and so it becomes a shadow self. And I read a quote somewhere that almost made me cry. The quote says that grief is actually a love that has nowhere to go. So grief is a love that has nowhere to go. And I think that is a very apt description for shadow self. Because our shadow self, that side of us that we condemn because of external pressure, or because of shame, they want to be seen, they want to love, they want to interact with the outside world, but we keep them down. And so they grieve, they fester, they become a dark shadow self. So our shadow self to me is our is a love that has nowhere to go and becomes a grief, becomes darkness. So yeah, anyway, we are going to invite our shadow self today in this big card for a talk, for a heart to heart talk. Okay, so this is going to be a heart to heart talk with your shadow self. So we have three piles here as usual. For pile number one, we have this cat, and this is actually Hermione's cat, Crookshanks, if you are familiar with Harry Potter. So first pile is this yellow cat, the orange cat. For the second pile, we have this rat, and this is actually Scabbers, Ron Weasley's pet. Whoops. It's just so funny how even Scabbers want to be on Crookshank's side. So I think that's a sign that pile number one and two are similar, just like Ron and Hermione. Oh, no, no, no. I just want to say that I tried going live before this, and I kept getting cut by bad connection. So I hope it won't happen again. Please God, please universe, don't cut my live streaming. So anyway, the third pile is uh, White Owl, or Hedwig, Harry Potter's pet. So yeah, choose the animal, choose the magical pet that you feel most drawn to. And yeah, I will start with pile number one. So pile number one, we are going to see what your shadow self wants to tell you. We are going to invite them for a tea. Okay. This owl just won't stand up. Okay. Oh. Okay, whatever. Alright, so let's put this to the side, and we start with pile number one, Crookshanks or the Tabby. So these are the people or cards of what your shadow self wants to tell, the essence of the main message. But let's get started with some tarot first. So what tarot deck should I use? I don't know why, but lately I love to use this deck, Modern Witch deck. So, ooh, oh my god, I'm sorry, that was so loud. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so we are just going to free flow from here, because we are inviting ourselves to for a chat, for a tea, for a cake. So let's approach this from a dating perspective. So shadow self of pile number one, how are you doing? How are you doing, shadow self of pile number one? Choose the tabby cat. How are you doing? Shadow self of pile number one, how are you doing? Oh, you are not doing very well. You are tired, aren't you? Okay, now pile number one, your shadow self feels tired. They feel unseen. And I hear them saying, what's wrong with me asking for an ice cream? I guess your shadow self, like I said in the intro, is just your inner child being denied of what they want, and they don't know why. They don't know why what they want is wrong. So your shadow self feels like this grown up you who still remember how you were being denied of your favorite ice cream by your mother when you were a child. Hmm. And you are still nursing that wound. I think maybe lately you have been feeling this pain of your shadow self creeping back into your life. You thought you were over it, but no, you are not. This needs to be resolved, okay? Hmm. Oh, and your shadow self, actually your inner child, they want to tell you to go easy on yourself and not even let them put much pressure on you. Like your shadow self knows that you need to resolve this issue. You need to let your forbidden inner child out. But take your time, okay? Take your time because you still have to work. You still have to take care of business, take care of your family, and they understand and they want you to take it easy, but they want you to acknowledge that they exist. Your shadow self wants you to acknowledge that they exist, and all they want is an ice cream. And this ice cream can be anything. It can be, okay, I remember this movie again. I mentioned it 1,000 times already in my past pick card, Turning Red. May May just wanted to, to have fun, to just let her hair down and have fun with her friends and go to the concert just like any other preteen. But like her mother wants her to be an overachiever, and so her shadow self come out as a red panda. And she said at one point when she was fighting her mother, red panda, I wanted is to go to a concert. And she said, I'm 13, deal with it. I like boys. I like loud music. I like gyrating. So I think in childhood, you were just a normal child, but your mother or your parents want you to be an overachiever, and you just gave in to them, to their wishes, and now your shadow self is just, they scream, they want to be let out, they want to play, and but they understand, they say take it easy, or maybe this is your guardian angel saying take it easy. Yeah, you have been battling, I think recently your temper has been up and down because of because your shadow self wants to be seen, and your shadow self is a part of you, so you feel happy when they are unhappy. So yeah. So pile number one, shadow self. What happened? What happened? What happened to you? Shadow self of pile number one. What happened to you? Number one wants to know. A wounded healer. Yeah, it's like maybe recently you have been rebelling against what your family or your parents or your people around you expect from you. Maybe you are expected to be logical in everything and not to listen to your heart, not to listen to your passion. And now and your shadow self, your inner child cannot take it anymore. They want to go out and play, but the world around them makes it hard for them, makes it hard for you to do so. And I guess you also want to run like this girl is wearing a jogging exercise outfit. I think you want to run, you want to play, you want to do whatever you want. You want to explode. It's like all the wishes that you have since you were a child that have been curbed by your family, they just want to explode. But yeah, you still cannot do that. You try to break free from disappointing. I think you have been like some kind of a people pleaser when it comes to people you respect, like your parents. You don't want to rock the boat, but it's like you cannot hold it back anymore. You cannot hold back your passion, your desires, your wants anymore. Hmm. You try to adult. You try to be a responsible, balanced adult, but how can you when your shadow self is not allowed a time to shine? Where is the balance, right? Yeah, I think in the past when you were a child, it's like your parents, your family, they they make you question your choices. And when we were kids, we were pure, and we say we want to become this, we want to become that, and it came from our hearts. But it's the construct, it's the society that judge us. The society often judge children, and parents often judge their children for being having their head in the clouds. Some accuse their children for being autistic when they are actually just genius, and they don't like school system because they want to be creative, they want to explore. And it's like your shadow self want to tell you there is nothing wrong with them. And I think you already you can feel that, but I think what your parents ingrain in you still make you doubt your inner child, your shadow self, whether you should let them out in the under the whether you should let them see the time of day, or whether you want to keep them hidden. What else to ask your shadow self? What is it that you want your shadow self of pile number one? What is it that you want or desire? What is it that you want or desire, shadow self of pile number one? What is it that you want? What is it that you want, shadow self of pile number one? Once again, I think you are someone who loves creativity, who loves adventure. Once is always about creativity, so Maybe you love traveling, maybe you love to become a tour guide, or maybe you want to become an actor, an actress. Uh, the kind of occupation that parents usually don't want their kids to have. Like becoming an artist, becoming an author or something creative. Because especially in Asia, um, dabbling in creative field, even like things like reading tarot, it's just being deemed as something that is not profitable. Like you cannot live off it. But yeah, it has caused you tremendous pain uh, because this part of you wants to be seen, and actually it may be your identity, a large part of your identity. Yeah, you want to be left alone. You want just like you want to go to calmer waters. You want to be understood. You want to be understood that going after your passion instead of going through the normal route, like going to school, university, working 9 to 5, getting married and stuff. Those are all concepts, and you just want to be understood that life doesn't have to be that boring, life doesn't have to be that way, life doesn't have to be formulaic. Okay. Yeah, you just want to be supported materially, you just want moral material support, but you haven't gotten it. Okay, so let's see what else your shadow self want to say. We have downcast pride. We have vision and we have deceit. Actually, this vision card flipped first, but there are other cards flipping with it, so I just took the bottom out, and then I asked for another card, and the deck gave me deceit. So yeah, I guess you have deceived by, and with the downcast pride, like you feel like you are normal. Maybe now you have a respectable career, you have money, but you are not happy because you feel disconnected from your true self. Like everything that you do right now is just for appearance, but you are disconnected from your true self. Everything you do, all the fancy stuff, all the achievements that you have gotten, all your degrees, diplomas, those are just for show, for to please other people, please your family. But inside you feel empty. And your shadow self also want to tell you that the vision you had when you were younger, before your parents, your environment shut down your creativity, your creative vision, your shadow self wants to tell you that if you cultivate that, it's like you will go very far. You are a psychic, and with this thread, um, you are wise. You are actually wise beyond your years. You know what is true. and you have a divine connection with the universe, and you can see that if you go after your heart's desire, if you go after the calling from deep inside your soul, you are going to be fine because that is your soul purpose. I think your shadow self wants to tell you that the things that your parents, your external environment condemn, those things are actually your biggest power. You can envision grand things. You can create great stuff. And you feel called to serve the world with your talents. But you have played small, or you have been forced to play small with this deceit. And this deceit can be, it doesn't have to be, it doesn't mean that your parents are bad people or your family are bad people. They just tell you what they know. And maybe when you were young, they were also rebellious like you, but then they follow the masses, and they just thought that it's the only way to go. And it's all because of money, you know. And your shadows certainly hate money because pentacles here. Oh God. Okay. Mm. So I just want to pull an oracle card for advice. Okay, now I'm going to ask to... Oh, okay. Before I'm going to ask for advice, I want to ask your shadow self for what is the most important thing you want to tell pile number 1 right now? Okay, shadow self of pile number 1. What should pile number 1 do right now to help you? What can pile number 1 help you with right now in this situation? Mortality. What can pile number 1 do right now in your situation to help you, to help both of you? No, I'm not going to take. Actually, shuffle. Never jam today. Promises that never come to be. Empty words. Not living in the now. And we have mortality. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. So I think yourself wants to tell you you have nothing to lose. Because why? Because if you spend your whole life working 9 to 5, cleaning other people, doing the rest of the world are doing, when you actually can achieve something greater, it's a waste of time. And it's like, what's the use of worldly achievement when you cannot take it to to wherever you go when you die, right? So shadow self of pile number 1, what do you want to tell pile number 1? Okay, what do you want to suggest to pile number 1 to do right now? What do you want to suggest pile number 1 to do right now? Shadow self of pile number 1, what do you want pile number 1 to do right now? What do you suggest them doing? Because they are in this difficult situation, what do you want them to do? offer them a solution or something. Belief, strange encounters. And we have a unicorn here. So this is Alice in Wonderland Oracle, and I think this is Alice being a queen or a princess, but she's also quirky. She is one of a kind, and she is living this this looks like a chessboard. So you are fed up with this game called life, and you want to go your own way, and your shadow self is telling you that if you take off the blindfold and follow the vision that you know is there inside you, your soul calling, it's like you will be blessed with strange encounters that will help you. People, strangers, people who will help you, okay? What else do you want to tell them, shadow self, pile number one? What else do you want to tell pile number one that they need to know? How pile number one can help you? Tell them how can they help you. They want to help you because they click this video. Tell them how can they help you, please. How can they help you? Pile number one, shadow self, how can pile number one help you? Tell them. Nonsense. It's time to talk sense. I think this is you, this is your shadow self trying to tell you to argue back, to talk back. Not in disrespectful way, but like they want you to tell whoever this Queen of Heart is, you know, I remember the card that we saw earlier, never jam today. That was like Alice seeing through the Queen of Hearts. They gave her empty promises. No jam today. There will be jam tomorrow. There was jam yesterday, but no jam today. Jam as in the jam that you eat with bread. And Alice see through that deceit. That was deceit. And she said something like, well, then I will never get the jam then, because the rule is no jam today. So if there is going to be a jam tomorrow, and tomorrow comes and tomorrow becomes today, there will be no jam today, right? So I guess your shadow self wants you to tell this figure who have been curbing or suppressing your passion, your desire, your vision, to shut the fuck up. Because it's your life. Because it's your life. And yeah, it's like your shadow self wants you to tell them in the most respectful way possible that the life that you want me to live is not working anyway, because this life is so brief. We are going to die someday, and we don't know when it will be. We don't know how long we will live. So why can't I do whatever I want? I think your parents often told you things like you have to work very hard so that in your older days you will have, yeah, so yeah, that in your older days you will have this, all these riches. I think this is the construct of your parents. They want you to, because it's the only thing they know how. They want you to live a good life when you are old. But what's the use if you use up all your youth to obtain money, to accumulate wealth, and when you accumulate enough wealth, you are already too old to enjoy life with it. So what is it for? It's nonsense. Why not just enjoy life now? Like, you don't have to have a lot of money. And actually, if you enjoy life now, you will be healthier when you are older, and you don't need too much money to, to pay for hospital bills because you were stressed. You force your body to work when you were young, and when you get old, you cannot enjoy the money you have gained from all those hard work. So why not enjoy today? Why don't you have enjoy the gem of life today? So your shadow self wants you to tell that to whoever people who taught you to disconnect with the part of you, disconnect from who you are, okay? From who you really are inside. All right, so I guess that's it. Anything else you want to tell pile number one? Just in case there is, oh, there is the message. Your shadow self is starting to get really chatty. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. Yeah, your shadow self needs to remind you of the dream you once had as a child when you were still pure. You are not yet deceived by the promises of the world, aka money. And this belief card is telling you, it's your shadow self knowing actually that even if you, like, I'm not saying that you should quit your job tomorrow or something like that, but like money, riches, it can come from unexpected sources. So why do you have to do something that you hate just to get the gem, just to get the money? It's like you are working so hard, breaking your back to get the gem, but never gem today means that um, the money will never be enough. It's like if you continue breaking your back for money, it will never be enough anyway if you work for others, especially because the price is keeps on hiking and stuff. So might as well do something on your own, tap into your vision, your quirkiness, and monetize your quirkiness. I think if you follow your passion, if you follow what brings you joy, it will actually bring you the more than you doing a job that you hate, right? Because you will enjoy the process, because you make money by being you, and people love authenticity. And money can come from other sources. The one who gives you abundance is the universe and not your boss. Okay? Keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Yeah, this is saying say hell no to all this nonsense, but respectfully. Okay? Respectfully, because if you rebel, it's just going to make the mess things even more. So be respectful in establishing your boundaries and in stating what do you want. Becoming braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. So this girl looks afraid, and I think this is you, and your shadow self just want to remind you that you have more power, much more power than you realize inside you. So you may think that I cannot do anything. I'm not good enough. I'm not talented enough. Yes, you have talent, but you have buried that talent within you, and now it's time for you to reopen the gate again. It's time for you to open the gate and do something with it. And I think you will, if you heed this advice, you will become famous. Not only will you get money from just being you, from just being your quirky self, like being a stand-up comedian if that's your thing, but you will also be much happier than before. Wow, 42 minutes. I ramble longer than I anticipated. So yeah, just one final advice. Okay, this is the advice from the universe. Okay, universe, higher self of file number 1. You want to get something in. Higher self of file number 1. Do you want to add something in? Do you want to add something in? Okay. We have ghost, regret. So this is kind of warning, you know, to I think this is also like I don't know, maybe in your past life you have experienced something like this before, and your higher self wants you to know that in this lifetime you better not miss that opportunity again, otherwise you will never feel peace. And I think I just want to get a closing message from the for pile number 1, spirit guides. Closing message for pile number 1. Closing message for pile number 1. Okay, 2 should be enough. Secret sketches. I think you have secret of literally drawings, sketching, making eyes. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories in sketches for others to find. I think this is saying that you will meet new friends who have the same vibe with you if you start tapping into your talents, like really feeling your talents and revive that buried talents. And I don't know, post your sketches in on Instagram, literally or something, like show your talents, and you will draw people, people who are people who share the same interest with you, like birds of a feather flock together. Like your soul family will find you through what you put out there, talent, but also your true self, your your personality. I think you have good humor. Maybe you are secretly funny, hilarious. You can make a great dad jokes or puns. And if you show that side, that fun, humor, fun loving side more, and also indulge more in your hobbies, becoming more and more of your true self, and letting your repressed inner child back into the light, your soul family, even your soulmate will find you. Third, three-eyed raven, as sunrise hits upon the dew, a messenger raven calls out with news. Prepare for the unexpected. See, believe strange encounters. So, if you have been feeling unhappy, just follow the advice that your shadow self have been giving so far, and watch out for opportunities. So if there is like, for example, you have never, for, like you haven't drawn or you haven't painted for years. Suddenly there is this contest, a painting contest, and you feel pulled uh, to grab your brushes, your paint brushes, and start painting again. Do it, do it, because you may probably you will win. Probably you will win, or maybe you will not. But it will revive your passion for drawing or painting. And if your friend show you how to read tarot and you got interested, do it, because this is your intuition telling you who you are and what is your soul mission, where you are supposed to go. Okay, so yeah, that's it for you, pile number one. I hope this message resonate, and I hope it helps. And if you like this reading, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out the description box below for my deets and also how to book private readings. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye. So now we are moving on to pile number two. Pile number two. What your shadow self want to tell you? So we are inviting your shadow self for a tea, for a talk, heart to heart talk. Okay. Let's clear the air. Okay. Number two. For those of you who choose red or numbers, Ron Weasley's pet, this is going to be a reading on what your shadow self wants to tell you. Let me change the overhead lamp. Alright, let's get chatty with your shadow self. Let's get chatty with your shadow self. Okay, let's put to the side first. We will see the oracle cards later. So, hello, shadow self of pile number 2 who choose the rat. Can you introduce yourself or tell us how are you doing today? Shadow self of pile. That was quick. How are you doing today? There is a lot on your mind. Wow. Wow. Your number 2, your shadow self is a badass. Pile number 1 is also like this, but it's like your shadow self just, I feel like that your shadow self is more confident and ready to go. It's like I imagine them, riding a Harley Davidson and just roam, roam, roam. That's your shadow self. You are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. Same message as pile number 1. It's just that I think you have done like half the work. That's why your shadow self feels more confident. It's like that it's like you have started to listen to them and know you are different. If you integrate your shadow self with your the self you that is in the light, it's like you will become a formidable force. And this card was left behind when I pick up the deck, Ace of Swords. I think they have some ideas to give you to start up something. Collaborate with people of the same mind. I think you have been quite aware of your shadow self, pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2, shadow self. What has happened in the past? What has happened? What has happened, shadow self of pile number 2? What has happened? Ooh. I need to cover her up with scabbers. Yeah, did I say you need to collaborate with others? Yeah, I think your shadow self wants to highlight that. What was the question again? What happened? What happened? Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, this is similar to pile number 1. So, pile number 2, you are talented. You are fucking talented. But I guess you feel like you are unworthy of your talent, or it's either people telling you that you will not succeed in what you love doing, in your talents, Like people telling you you won't succeed there, just give it up. Even though you have studied for it, you have learned for it, or you feel like there are too many competition and just feel like no, I don't think I have an energy for that. This is interesting. I just noticed that these people, some of them have masks, and it reminds me of the pandemic. So I don't know if there is something with the pandemic. Something started during the pandemic, like you realize something during the pandemic. I don't know, but I started tarot again during the pandemic after I lost my dad. I think your shadow self wants to tell you that you have a chance despite the circumstances that you are in right now. You have a chance to show your talent and to become successful. Like there is a good chance, especially if you collaborate with others, or maybe you want to study something deeper, like for example, if you are a tarot reader, maybe you want to study astrology to add to your resume or repertoire and to put you ahead of the competition. And with the mask, I think you can do it at the comfort of. Okay, shadow self or pile number 3. Oh, but we were asking what happened. What happened? Oh yeah, what happened? Yeah, yeah. It's like you gave up. You gave up your dreams. And we are talking about our shadow self, and there are people who wear black, there are people who wear white, and they can combine forces actually. So I don't know what you are doing, but if you have passion in something, it's like you can cooperate instead of competing. Like when tarot readers do collab instead of competing, it's something like that. Like different tarot readers with different style, they can put their heads together and uh, find a topic that they can collaborate in. Just like me and Dams of Lies and Black Dragon Tarot. By the way, our collab we will have a witchy collab at the end of this week, Saturday. So look forward to that. Self promo. Mm. Okay. Shadow self of pile number 2. I almost said pile number 3. What is it that you love doing actually? What is your first desire? Shadow self of. They don't want to pressure you. They don't want to pressure you. It's like they want you to just act out on your idea already, but they don't want to pressure you. Shadow self of pile number 2. Uh, what was the question again? What do you want pile number 2 to do? What do you want to do? Shadow self of pile number 2, what do you want to do actually? Shoot. What is your desire? What is your secret desire? They want you to be more confident, to show your uniqueness. Shadow self of pile number 2, what do you want? What is your desire? That should be enough. Wow, okay. Number 2, your shadow self wants you to find your coffin, your soul family, your witch coffin. They want you to find your home, find your community. And your community is related to what you are passionate about, what you have given up. Ooh, another naked one. What should I cover her with? Oh. Damn it. Right, I hope that will do. Your shadow self highest desire is for you to realize your dream, your wildest dream, to find your people, to find your tribe, to find home, and to fulfill your soul mission. They want you to know that you can have your wish come true. But you are blocked by the 8 of Swords. Your shadow self wants you to know that you have been blocked by your worldly thoughts. Like, this will not work, this will be very tiring and stuff. But actually, I think you thrive in challenges. You thrive in challenges, and you can build a healthy boundary if you wish. Like, your shadow self wants you to know that going after your dreams that is not as woo-woo or is not as delusional as you may think. It's not as delusional as you may think. It's possible. It's possible to be realized in a 3D. And they also want you to know that if you have been wanting a soulmate, you can find it if you go after your dreams. If you continue going after your dreams, okay? You have been overthinking it. Okay. Now let's ask your shadow self. Oh, let's go with this first. We have obsession. We have the child I was meant to be. Self, yeah, go home to yourself. This is yourself. If these 5 of Wands are upright, oh, okay. So yeah. If you collaborate with people of the same mind, it's like you will find your community, and you will find the way back to your true self. The child I was meant to be. You are a being full of creativity. I don't know, but this card reminds me of the application Canva to design. I don't know, maybe you are literally a designer, a fashion designer. You are a good illustrator, and you want to have a career in that. And I think the child I was meant to be. If you have had your way earlier, you would have been famous by now. That's what your shadow self wants to say. I don't know what is this obsession. Let me read the guidebook about that. Obsession number 3. Visual seat. There is nothing else that can replace my focus. Oh, okay. So they want you to focus. They want you to focus. They want you to go all in. They want you to go all in. Okay? All things led to one, and then they descend into one until only the one remains. They want you to focus on one talent, one specific thing that your heart knows it's your thing, it's your niche. Okay, we chase comments, mirror, shadows. Sometimes we actually chase cars or myths. Obsession is the trick of our perception. We become one, and that one blows us to take everything else. It feels like it, whatever it is, an idea, person, an objective, flavors our life and gives meaning to it. As all the light through a lens, it converts into a single point, and that point goes ablaze under the greatest fire. But in truth, more than enacting our life, it numbs our attention to the rest. It makes us feel more awake by hiding the rest of the world under a cloud of slumber. Obsession is a drug. In small doses it whips, in big doses it kills. If we drown inside an obsession, we should close our eyes. We don't die in the darkness, we just fall asleep, and then we can wake up more naturally. I think this is saying you should, because I think the reason you don't want to go after what you really want, or you don't want to share your creative vision, your talents to the world, is because you are afraid of competition. And why you are afraid of competition? Because you are obsessed with the result. You are thinking about, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if people laugh at me for acting out on this ridiculous idea? What if people tell me, I told you, you won't succeed? You are obsessed with that. You are overthinking that. Seven of Wands. But it's different from the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands knows that no matter how slow or how fast your progress is, they are unique. No one is like them. No one can do stuff the way they do stuff. Say, for example, tarot readers. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to see it as a competition. You don't have to make it as a competition. Be your own confident self. Collaborate with other people, and people will see how you are unique and yet you belong to that diverse community of tarot readers. You belong, and yet you are unique. How oops, see how these people, they dress differently, but they share the same love, they share the same interests, they share the same passion. It reminds me of BTS actually. Like they are the seven of them. They are very very different people with different personalities, different vocal colors, different taste in music, and yet they are able to work as one without losing their self-identity. And we have 7 stars in here. So if you have plenty of time, I suggest that you find out about how like read articles about how BTS, I mean if you are interested in K-pop, or if you have heard about BTS, find out what makes them successful, their secret recipe. It's just one. 7 people with different vision. Like, sorry, not different vision. They have different talent, they have different style, but they share one vision: music. Music, love for performing arts. That is their shared vision. They want to share their vision to the world. They want to heal the world. Oh my God, now I hear Michael Jackson, heal the world. They want to heal the world. They want to spread love. That is the vision that unites them. And even though each of them have different style and they can succeed as a solo artist, they know that if they come together instead of competing against each other, they will become more powerful. So this is about something that is bigger than you yourself. Oh my God. And a rap song just come up from my playlist, so it reminds me of a rap line in BTS. So yeah, I mean, rap line and vocal line can work together in harmony, so why can't you? Don't be afraid of competition. Instead, embrace your so-called competition and like collab with them. Collab with them, support each other. Because why? You have one mission. You are a healer. You are a healer, okay? I don't know if I should use another oracle deck. Anything else you want to say to pile number 2? Shadow self of pile number 2, like action, a course of action, please. Action. Impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginatively, fresh perspective. Yeah, so many butterflies. Your shadow self wants you to know that you are this. That you are this. You are a badass being of life, love, and possibilities. They want you to own it. They want you to own your uniqueness and share it with the world and proudly, uh, approach others who are just as unique as you. And I imagine a school for wizards and witches, like school of good, what? School for good and evil. There is a series about that. Like school for magical children. You often compare yourself with others and feel like others do it better. But there is no standard for arts. There's no standard for passion. Only you can do the thing you do, the way you do. Like, I only have like one subbies, but sorry. And there are tarot readers who have like multiple times the number of my subbies, but I know that I have something special. And I just want to give a shout out to them Flies, because even though her channel is still small, but her reading is very, very intuitive, and it kind of hit home for me every single time. No one does it like her. So yeah, collab and do you, okay? All right. So just one last thing. A moment's regret. Yeah, you may fail before. You fail and you regret it, and you swear you don't want to do it again. Rules that are not fair. So it's not your fault. It's just that the way the world works. Like for example, for tarot reading, some people prefer one reading topic over another, and it's the algorithm. I think laws not justice. I think it's the algorithm playing tricks on you. But yeah, you are the queen of wands. Own it. And curiosity meets opportunity. So if you keep on learning, on perfecting your craft and improving it, you will be met with an opportunity that will that will launch your career. And again, but you should read BTS biography, or how they catapult to success, because at first they their journey was like up and down, up and down for several years before they outrace the bigger groups, the are more famous than them, and rise to the top. And there is no telling how far they will go. Like now they are the biggest band in the world, not just in Korea. Yeah, so I guess that's it. Just one small message from Divine Doors. Oh, 3 said 15%. Last message for pile number 2 from your shadow self or highest self. Distant dream. Yeah, you may feel that your dream is distant, but no, it's actually like the dream is yours with the star here. The dream is yours. The distant calleth your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Pass it on. Yeah, exactly. You have the power, you have the capability to achieve what your heart desires. Because that dream is for you. It's meant for you. But you have, if someone sends you a package, you have to accept it. The sacred lotus, compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So maybe people see you as, well, like, to use example as a tarot reader, you're just a small channel, but maybe later as you keep doing what you are doing and polish your channel a little bit to make it interesting, like you don't have to do like a very outrageous makeover. It's like people will notice you, people will notice the real thing, people will notice this genuine. Even though your channel may be small, but if people resonate with your message, it will be like word of mouth, and I don't know, someday you will hit your big break. Okay. So that's it for you, pile number 2, and I'm going to charge my phone. Oh no, where is my charger? Hang on. Okay, don't have any phone. Yes, but anyway, pile number book a personal reading. My details are down below in the description box, or I will put them down below in the description box after this live, unlisted live is published and processed. Okay. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time. So last but not least, pile number 3. Alright, pile number 3, or Hedwig, or the White Owl. Come on, stand up. Okay. So let's have a tea, let's have a chat with your shadow self. Whew. So first, let's ask your shadow self, how are they doing? Okay, shadow self of pile number 3, who choose the White Owl or Hedwig. How are you doing today? Or how have you been doing today? Sorry, how have you been doing? How have you been doing? Shadow self of pile 3, how have you been doing, please? How are you feeling right now? Shadow self of pile number 3, we choose White Owl. How are you feeling right now? How have you been doing? How are you feeling right now? Page of Pentacles. Woohoo! Building something from the rubble. I feel like this is a progression, you know. You are the continuation of pile number 2, and pile number 2 is the continuation of pile number 1. What are you working at? Shadow self of pile number 3. What are you working at? What are you at? clarify the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Same thing. Right. I'll just leave it there. I think you are helping pile number 3 making money now, isn't it? Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Swords. Ooh, you are cunning, aren't you? Shadow Self of pile number 3. I think you know how to make money. You are helping pile number 3 with building their business, and you know stuff like dark stuff that, so pile 3, I think your shadow self, they know what makes people want to use your service or product. Your shadow self, they know the psychology of the people. like for example, in uncertain times like this, when economy is uncertain, people are more likely to seek the help of spiritual teachers, gurus, tarot readers, to predict the future. So your shadow self is capitalizing on that. It's like they give you ideas. Maybe they give you ideas on how to price your product or services, how to package it, okay? How to promote it, okay? And your shadow self is like patient. Because Pentacles is like very earthly, slow energy, slow and steady win the race and all that. Yeah, they are patient and they know how money works, they know how to use I know this sounds bad, but your shadow self knows how to use consumerism principle, hedonism, to their own advantage. All right. Okay. Shadow self of pile number 3. Is there something you want pile number 3 to know? Because I think they are fine. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh shit! I have to pick a card from. It fell beside the cupboard, so. Alright, here it is. King of Wands. I think your shadow self wants you to ground your creative vision. Like to manifest it in the 3D. And your shadow self wants you to know that your bossy nature can come in handy. Yeah, I think your shadow self and you are in a quite good relationship right now. It's like they want you to monetize your passion. and they want you to be patient. Strength. They want you not to rush. Your shadow self wants you to know that manifesting something in the 3D, especially something esoteric, something creative, takes time. Okay, shadow self, can you clarify the queen, sorry, the king of wands? Okay. So, your shadow self, okay. Your shadow self is like, they don't like money. Like they don't like to manage money. They want you to, I think you know that, I think you wish to capitalize your talent, but you hate it when you have to do the 3D work. That's your shadow self. It makes them frustrated. It makes them feel sluggish. So yeah, this is the message. So ignore what I said before. Your shadow self doesn't like to deal with permits, uh, side hustle, or like your shadow self just want to just just they just want to give you ideas, creative ideas, but when it comes to manifesting things in the 3D and negotiating or communicating with clients and stuff, they hate it. Oh no. Okay, shadow self of pile number 3. So what you are getting at, I think your shadow self also kind of wants you to rest and not just go, 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 because they need time to fill their cup to nourish themselves. They need to have fun as well. All right, shadow self of pile number 3. Can you tell pile number 3 what course of action, what do you want them to do? They want you to be kinder to yourself. You have been so obsessed with goals that you don't enjoy the process, and this stress your shadow self out. And I don't know if you have someone, if you are in a relationship, but I guess if you keep on going like this, your relationship will suffer. So you need balance. You need balance between work and play. And I think your shadow self is like, I think they want you to engage in something that is just hobby and not for making money. So maybe you have multiple interests and you just focus on one, but your shadow self wants you to do things just for the sake of enjoyment. So if you have other hobbies that you love, please do that, without the need to monetize it. Okay, not everything has to be monetized. That's what your shadow self wants to tell you. Your passion, things that you do for joy, if you focus on just monetizing it, it will lose its fun. Okay. The temple of my body. Release. Yeah, this is like I don't know if you have fear of expressing your emotion, and that's why you focus on work, 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 passion, 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 go, 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 because you are afraid of feeling stuff. I don't know if you have just broken up or something, or if you just feel lonely, or you want love, or there is something that you love doing but you don't want to do it anymore because I don't know. It's like you are afraid of disappointment. Basically, your shadow self wants you to let go of result. Not everything has to be successful. Like sometimes you can do things just because you want it. And also, if you have dealt with relationship issue or feeling lonely, it's time to acknowledge that. Don't bury it under work. The temple of my body. Honor your body, I guess. So let your more sensual side out. I think the best thing I can, the best way I can describe this is, I have multiple interests, and some of these interests I put in the back burner because I am afraid that if I indulge in it, I will be disappointed with the result because I want it to be perfect. Or I'm afraid that if I indulge in that one interest I put in the back burner, I will feel the urge to monetize it. And that interest, if I want to make it my main career, like it's going to be very hard work. But I just want to do it for fun. And that's why I put it on the back burner so that I will not be obsessed to turn it into a career or something because it will lose the fun. Or maybe because I'm afraid that if I turn that interest into a career, I'm afraid of the expectation that come with the success. Because I know that if I want to make it a career, I will succeed, but I don't want the pressure and the pressure that comes with it. I'm just going to tell you it's writing fiction. Like I just want to do it for fun now. Even though if I want to capitalize on that talent, I know I can be a published writer perhaps. But I don't want to because I'm afraid of failing, and if I succeed, I'm afraid of having to keep maintain that success. So I think your shadow self wants you to acknowledge other things that you love doing, that you sweep under the rug and you put second or third or tenth after your career and your passion. But sometimes you have to do something just for the enjoyment of it. Some of you here, you are afraid of relationship, so you become a workaholic. Maybe because you have been ghosted, or I'm surprised there are no three of swords here. Hmm. It's like your shadow self wants to tell you it's okay to honor your body's needs for pleasure. For some of you who have been burned in a relationship and afraid to date again, like you can date casually just to get the feeling back, or raise your confidence and release the fear. I don't know, but this feels like a death card. Release the fear. Fear of people, fear of success, fear of whatever. Any advice you want to give pile number 1? Sorry, pile number 3. Shadow self of pile number 3. Any advice on what pile number 3 should do? Any advice, useful advice. Give them useful advice. Oh wow, falling. Give them oh, too many. Give them a useful advice. Nonsense. Pile number 2 also got this. It's time to talk sense. Falling. The unknown descent, momentum change. I think this is you being harsh on yourself. I think you should let yourself to trust, release your attachment to result, and sometimes do things just because you love it. I think you put too much of expectation on some of your hobbies or interests, and so that expectation turn into fear of failure. You have to reset and let yourself indulge in the activity without worrying about perfection, without worrying about the result. Like sometimes when I pre-record tarot videos, I can repeat the recording up to 20 times because I wasn't satisfied with the intro. So you should let go of that. Also, your shadow self wants you to know, don't identify yourself with how much success you achieve materially um, or in whatever you do for passion, victory. Don't define yourself by your victory or how much money you got. It's always the time, eternity, endless moment, repetition. I think you have been avoiding doing something and you distract yourself with, I don't know, social media. Yeah, it's like you've been repeating the same routine over and over, but you ignore something that your soul and your emotion needs to do. That can be dating, going back to the dating market. That can be building new connection. That can be going out, taking a vacation. That can be uh, going back to a hobby or interest that you stop doing because I don't know, maybe because you are afraid of that you will not do well, or that you will, it's like there is a comparison with other people. So your shadow self wants you to have fun with with what you love doing. Have fun without thinking of turning it into money or having to be number one or succeed in it. Like sometimes you have to do the things that you love just because you love them. Any other messages? Any other messages for pile number 3? I keep wanting to call you pile number 1. I don't know why. Never jam today. Promises that never come to life. Empty words. Not living in the now. Yeah. I think you have been procrastinating doing something that you love. And it doesn't have to be related to work or career. It can be just self-expression. Like writing that novel idea, that idea for a fiction book that you have put on in the back because you are afraid to start, because you cannot take the hard work. So never jam today means that you keep delaying, you it's like you keep putting it off. Okay, you keep putting it off. Anything else? Just do. I mean, just follow the rabbit. Yeah, follow the white rabbit. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. Yeah. So it's up to you if you want to. If there is something that you love to do, but you keep stalling with never jam today, you keep postponing it. Your shadow self wants you to act on it now because you are going to be fine. Like you can handle it. And you don't have to put any expectation in it on this thing that you love doing, whether it be dating or doing something that you love just because you love it. Like you don't have to be afraid of it. You don't have to avoid it for procrastinating. Don't feel like you are not good enough. Just do it for fun. It will take a lot of pressure off your back. Not everything has to be monetized. Not everything has to be a critical and commercial success. I hear. No need to fear. So do it just because you want it. And love the process. Yeah, love the process. Like if you are if you are a writer, the biggest fear of a writer is to open your laptop and stare at the blinking cursor and not knowing where to start. That is very, very scary. I know. But face your fear, just write gibberish. You know, if you are a writer, just write gibberish and it will come to you. Like it will just keep on writing and it will come to you. Sure, sometimes you need to take a rest. But yeah, don't take that seriously and just write whatever you want to write, even though the sentence read like elementary school students essay. Just write it out. Write that novel idea. You can always polish it later. As in, if you just jump in and do it, you will realize that actually it's not that scary. Okay? Ooh. Yeah. This can also apply to, you know, starting new relationship, meeting new people. Okay, advice from your higher self now. Honor your body's needs, okay? If your body says, say, you have a list, this long list of to-do things today, but your intuition is telling you, your body is telling you, hey, let's do something else. Let's do something fun. And you are like freeze because oh, but I always have tea, or I always do something at this hour. Let's put it off and let's get back to work. And then your intuition or your shadow side says, never jam today. You will never do it. Just do it today, you know. It will not be as scary as you thought. So this can be dating, this can be starting something that you love or restarting something that you love, but you are afraid of failure, you are afraid that you will be rejected, you are afraid that that it will not come out as you want it to be. Yeah. Higher self of element 3, last advice. Trust the universe. So if you release and give in to that nudge to do something that you have been procrastinating on, it's like right at the moment you do it, the universe will help you. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing is not yours, but the universe at play. Have faith and breathe. So don't give up on something just because you are sure that it will become a disaster, even though you you want to do it, or your heart is telling you to do it. Just trust the universe. And if you don't see result right away, just keep doing it as long as it feels good, because the timing of your success will come at the moment you don't expect. Just do it just because you love it. Date even though you are afraid of meeting people again after breaking with your ex, and at the right time the magic will happen. Okay, Anthony's call. In thanks of my spirit safe and sound, all things that are lost so can be found. So if you have lost your inspiration, so if you are a writer and you have been procrastinating because you feel uninspired, you feel writer's block. If you feel writer's block, your inspiration will come back. Your inspiration will come back. And if you are afraid of having your heart hurt for the second time, this Anthony's calls says safe and sound, you will be okay. And if you have been brokenhearted, that piece of your heart that has been taken or stolen by people who have ghosted you, it will be returned to you by someone else who is much better. So don't be afraid to start again, to even despite your failure, because your spirit needs you to let go of past hurt and past failure and to try again, so that you will become stronger and you can accomplish anything that you desire. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 3. I hope this resonate. I hope this help. If you like this reading, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out the deeds down below if you want to book a personal reading. I will put everything in the description box once this video has been processed. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.